Welcome back to the Teradek live show at the Vitec booth at NAB 2015. I'm with Wes and Dale from SmallHD. Now you guys have got probably one of the more popular items at the show this year.
Yeah.
The 502 and the side. I always type Sidefinder in when I'm writing articles, and it comes up Sidewinder. And I've got to go back and be very careful and double check it.
Yep.
So just for people who may not have seen this yet, just give me a run through and what is it and what does it do?
Yeah. So the Sidefinder is our attempt at, let me have the other piece there. Really, this whole device here, it's a monitor with this loop that can attach onto it, and the Sidefinder is really our attempt at a true high definition viewfinder. And we spent 2 years working on the design for it, and it just sort of turned out that we needed to use a large panel, large LCD panel for it, and as part of the design, we're able to include the 5-inch display within the EVF. So not only is it an HD EVF that's affordable, it is a 5-inch full HD display. A very lightweight product, but still very solid. So that's kind of where this started, and obviously to get here we had to create the display, which is the 502 monitor, which is a really great monitor by itself. It, like I said, it's a full high definition resolution, 1920 by 1080 pixels. It has a full series of professional tools like waveforms and scopes and that kind of thing. It's got HDMI and SDI. As well as loop-throughs for both of those, and then it can cross-convert between them. And it's got pretty good battery life. It uses the LPE6 style battery, which comes from a Canon 5D Mark II, or 7D as well, and I think some other of the Canon cameras.
So just as a reference, we'll just put it up against, that's like I think an iPhone 5, and it's in a case that's a little bit bigger, so you're looking at, you know, it's virtually the size of an iPhone.
Right, exactly.
Was there, what was the reasoning behind going with a 5-inch monitor as opposed to bigger? We've seen in the marketplace lately, everybody seems to be going to 7 and above inches. Why go 5 inches?
So again, it was all kind of driven by the design of the EVF. We felt like the EVF was something that the market was missing, especially a high definition one. Most of the EVFs below $1,500, you can see the pixels when you look in, and we wanted something that just wasn't the case. So we wanted that high resolution EVF. So that kind of drove the smaller display size, but 5 inch is still a really good on-camera display size. So the fact that this product can be both is really the sort of the unique value to it.
So when you're actually coming up with this product and you're in the design phase, did you always plan on having the viewfinder attachment, or was that something that came later on?
Yeah, it's something we had to start with at the very beginning, because the way they're so tightly integrated from the technology standpoint, you really there's a lot of other 5-inch monitors out there, but none of them could do the same thing because it has to be designed. You know, the ports have to come out the right way, the buttons have to be in the right spot, the magnetic sensing has to be there to tightly integrate the experience, and so yeah, I mean, it was always designed to be a hybrid product. And one thing we really wanted to do with a monitor is actually put professional features capability into something the size of a smartphone, because with the gimbals, everything's getting smaller and lighter and more mobile. People are more and more wanting the flexibility of the low weight requirement, but without losing all the features. Because this thing still, it's a full HD screen, it has all the professional scopes and features of the high-end monitors. It does, like you said, does signal cross conversion, both SDI and HDMI. It also does LUTs on the outputs like our DP7 was doing. And so it has all those features and actually a lot more, but it's a 5-inch form factor that weighs 7 ounces. It's actually really hard to do.
So in terms of for people out there, development-wise, you know, these things just don't happen overnight. How many processes and developments do you have to go through in different prototypes before you end up with something like this?
A lot. We use a lot of interesting prototyping gear. We have a 3-axis CNC mill, mainly just for prototyping the metal components, and we also have a higher end 3D printer that helps us prototype our plastic components. And then, you know, really I think the thing we spent the most time prototyping was the user interface on this product. We spent a ton of hours trying to create a seamless user experience using the simple control interface that's on this product. It's basically one joystick that can click and then a back button, and that just that interface alone gives you everything you need to access all of these really amazing features within the monitor. And we created this new pages system that is like, it's sort of a visual preset system. You can create multiple panes or pages of your incoming signal and apply different features to them. So you can set up one page with focus assist and frame guides, and then another page with waveform and zebra, and so you can bounce back and forth between two pages just with the flick of a joystick. It's kind of like a swipe. And that's one of the reasons we decided not to go with touchscreen was so, first of all, you wouldn't get fingerprints on your screen. Second of all, this allows us to transplant the controller interface to a small remote. So we've created a wireless remote that has the same interface that can now be mounted where your hand is on your rig, whether it's a gimbal rig, shoulder rig, or a tripod handle. Now you can go left, right, up, down, and operate the entire monitor interface without actually ever having to touch it.
Fantastic. Well, thanks very much, guys. Now, if people want more information, if you're here at the show, you can come down to the SmallHD booth and check their stuff out, or the 502 is on so many devices around here at the show, you'll be able to see it somewhere. If not, go to their website, you can check out all the prices and order directly from SmallHD. We'll take a break and we'll be right back.